and memory taking it for granted. As about from teenage years, your period. Nebre, unufu, neno say yo ya. As when you cacao kuskula, any break jealousy no, any envy, and a female clicks no. Now that no how no way yo, and no school you now be any baby. Now if you cacra, falling in love, any rejection. How many times that your heart will be broken by different men? And also when you cacra, now parents, show you, Daven why woman make a cry, and also all cock pep baby beer, only the better. When you're worrying our pet, Nkolaba, childbirth, pains, and over. Now breastfeeding, meaning now a breath. Later on, when I was settled down or a woman, now was a chitty, and this is another thing you have to contend with. And then you lose a sense of self. Now after all that time, I'll be being a crowd with such so relaxing. After body say, may go into menopause. Then also so, best for this, I won't do that. Now who can no cheating. Actually, issues are you take it for granted. Because if you feel so real about between you dealing with it. It's not easy. Until many people home contacting me or say, Stephanie, mean to me climax it, me cool a dab, me humba. But my fake is in my brain. Sad stresses, no, it contributed to making us look older. It can be, I'm telling you. And my affiliates there were not worth much. And just say every decision I'll be taking be based on how you feel inside. And why any brain contributed to the tension our body feeling. Say release from the body now. But generally, sex is one of those things that releases the most tension. Into what when you be now, if you be crying, I won't climax. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard. It's in Pamochopi. So, who come away, papa? And then intense in Casa. Come on, send me a chair. Why? It will be tea. So, comes so stupid. I know you never be a patropi. Compare good female doctor be. Why? Then an intense in the cat and near my how now a chair. But to me, I recommend the baby if you're a go home psychologist. Be able to na kasa fine and also because kohun gynecologist if you're a gynecologist there's something that's happening inside that obi to me check and making sure that be fine. Why until you here pass be sorted those things out may take it for granted because you take sex for granted if you so it's only said when you cry today but that intimacy a boy your self-esteem, right? Not just anybody make as a new be a it's near memang kwana release feel better. Yes, so yeah, man. It's the same for us. Okay. Bye-bye. Women have lots of issues. Just something that we have to deal with as we grow up. It's just one of those things that it's just pretty normal. Let's start with the teenage years. So we have our periods and then breast pains, growing up pains. And then when you go to school, we have to contend with jealousy, bullying, all of those kind of things. First love, rejection, and then as you grow up, you're expected to find a husband. If you don't, that's a problem. If you do, that's also a problem. Now, childbirth, children, breastfeeding, husband, cheating husband, keeping the household, all of those things become such a problem for most women. Because the problem on our shoulders to make a good family is one of those things that we just take on. If you're lucky enough to find a man who is good, they will help you. Usually in certain environments, that is not even an option. And then as you grow up, dealing with the children and looking after them and making sure they're productive members of the society. And then you have to go into menopause and the hot and the cold sweats. And people then seeing you as somebody who's not worth anything to the community anymore. All those things affect women. They don't enjoy sex with their partners. They are not able to climax, and they have faked it for so long, they don't even know what climaxing means. I find that really sad because sex is one of those things that actually has the ability to relax you. We take that for granted. So for a woman not to be able to climax is a big problem. It's a big problem that men take for granted. The men do not understand that. All they see is a woman who doesn't try very hard, who's not interested. It's not usually about that. If you don't have that man who cares enough, it's hard. It's hard to climax with them. Unfortunately, some of us don't have the luxury of talking to a female friend, because usually as soon as he says something, that word is spread very, very quickly. Sometimes family are the worst people to talk to, because all they see is maybe if you have a great life. That's all they see. They don't want to hear that you have sex issues, because they think, well, he's looking after you, so what are you worried about? All of those things add up to make a woman feel very insecure and very unhappy. Right. Well, I'm always here if you want to talk. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.